Burke County Sheriff Alfonzo Williams addressing a mandamus filing against Board of Commissioners. Your senior investigative reporter Liz Owen spoke with the sheriff and breaks down the lawsuit.
Attorneys say they'll withdraw the request to have the documents sealed, but they're not pulling out or backing off of filing a writ, a mandamus.
The sheriff's office is running out of money, and it's very dire here, in which the constraints that the Board of Commission has placed on this office because of the personal animus against Sheriff Williams.
It all boils down to money. Attorneys for Burke County Sheriff Alfonzo Williams said the sheriff can't fulfill his constitutional duties without a budget to back him up. It's why they say they're pursuing legal action against Burke County commissioners.
There have been several events that have changed the trajectory and the demands on the office of the sheriff, to include inmate medical care.
The attorneys explain the sheriff is legally responsible to house and provide medical care to inmates, but it comes at a price that commissioners aren't factoring into his budget.
When you outsource inmate care or inmates custody to other counties or other jails, that's a service that has to be paid for. And that's outside of the traditional budget that's yearly allocated to the sheriff.
Another line item missing from the sheriff's budget that's a public safety concern: money to store data from body cams.
As you may or may not know, in order to run the body cam program, one is the acquisition of the cameras themselves, and then you have the storage of that film that is derived. In order to do that, the sheriff has to have an adequate budget in order to pay those vendors for those services.
The sheriff explained the yearly budget increases he has been receiving the last few years is mostly due to the cost of living increase the county provides to all of its employees every year, not on the services he says he needs to continue to keep people safe.
By way of the sheriff not having the ability to have an adequate budget that the sheriff's department can administer, you're putting these officers at risk every day. You're putting the citizens of Burke County at risk every day.
Taxpayers will pay the sheriff's attorney's fees, both of which are prior law enforcement themselves. They told me, I asked them about this, and they told me that they're doing it below market rate for the sheriff because they know how important his job is. In Burke County, Liz Owens, on your side.
The commission chairman says, quote, "The commission believes he is adequately funded and we expect him to stay within budget. It's unfortunate that the taxpayers of Burke County have to endure the burden of him suing the commissioners and the citizens."